Alright, let's get into it, because this whole Doechii versus Adin Ross situation has turned into one of the messiest, most unnecessary feuds the hip-hop internet has cooked up in a minute. So picture this. Doechii, one of the most creatively fearless artists in rap right now, drops Girl, Get Up, a track that's already buzzing for its energy, confidence, and that very intentional SZA feature. Instead of just being another banger, the song becomes a direct response to critics who've been screaming the same tired accusation from their keyboards: industry plant. And if you're wondering who's been leading that charge, yep, Adin Ross. Now, Adin Ross, for anyone who somehow escaped Twitch discourse, is a streamer who built his brand on controversy, loud opinions, and saying whatever pops into his head with zero filter and even less research. Recently, he decided to use his massive platform to label Doechii an industry plant, basically suggesting she didn't earn her success and was just handed a career by the music industry. Bold claim. Evidence? Vibes. Sources? Trust me, bro. And this is where things start getting spicy. Doechii didn't hop on Instagram Live yelling. She didn't subtweet. She didn't beg for validation. Instead, she did the worst possible thing for a clout-based critique. She responded with music. On Girl, Get Up, she directly addresses the narrative around her authenticity, flipping the insult into fuel. The song doesn't sound offensive, it sounds confident, almost amused. Like she's saying, "Y'all still talking? Cool. I'm still winning." And let's be real for a second. The industry plant accusation has become the laziest insult in hip-hop discourse. Any artist who breaks through too fast, looks different, or doesn't fit someone's personal idea of struggle gets slapped with that label.
On that, don't get me started on that industry plant. Doechii, the umbrella clip, pissed me off. What an entitled, unintelligent piece of shit she is, bro. She stole someone that I used to know. She makes no good music. She's horrible. She has zero talent.
It's easier than actually researching their grind, their mixtapes, their years of work, or, God forbid, acknowledging talent. Adin Ross, though, doubled down. Instead of backing off or clarifying his point, he continued pushing the narrative, leaning into the controversy like it was content farming season. Because why not? Outrage equals clicks, right? Except this time, the backlash wasn't just from Doechii fans. It was from the broader hip-hop community, artists, and even people who don't particularly ride for Doechii but are tired of streamers acting like gatekeepers of a culture they barely participate in. And here's where the sarcasm writes itself. Adin Ross, who has openly admitted that his comments have now cost him multiple brand deals, somehow seemed shocked by the consequences. Apparently, calling a respected black female rapper an industry plant on a massive platform wasn't brand-friendly. Who could have guessed? Corporations love controversy, but not when it starts looking reckless instead of edgy. This part is important because it shows the real impact of running your mouth online. For years, streamers like Adin have operated under the assumption that there are no real stakes, just internet noise that resets every 24 hours. But when your words start affecting livelihoods, careers, and reputations, suddenly it's not just jokes anymore. Meanwhile, Doechii's stock only went up. Her response wasn't messy, it was strategic. By addressing the criticism through her art, she reframed the entire conversation. The feud stopped being about whether she was placed in the industry and became about who actually understands hip-hop culture. One side brought years of artistry, vision, and music. The other brought hot takes and a Twitch chat. And the debate about authenticity in rap. That's the bigger conversation here. Hip-hop has always wrestled with questions of realness, but lately, those questions are being weaponized by people who benefit from controversy more than culture. Doechii represents a newer wave, artists who don't fit into old boxes, who blend genres, aesthetics, and personalities without asking permission. Adin Ross represents, well, commentary without accountability. The irony is wild. A streamer accusing an artist of being manufactured while literally monetizing reactions, drama, and controversy as a business model. If anyone understands how industries create stars, it's probably someone who turned internet chaos into a career. At the end of the day, this feud didn't damage Doechii. It highlighted her. It didn't expose her. It exposed how casually people dismiss Black women's success. And it didn't elevate Adin Ross's credibility in hip-hop conversations. It actually did the opposite. So, if there's a lesson here, it's this. Music speaks louder than streams. Talent outlasts hot takes. And maybe, just maybe, before accusing someone of being an industry plant, make sure you're not the one getting uprooted by your own words. Because right now, Doechii's still climbing, and Adin Ross is counting lost brand deals. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you enjoy deep dives, messy hip-hop drama, and real talk without the sugarcoating. It really helps the channel grow, keeps these videos coming, and lets the algorithm know you're rocking with us. Drop your thoughts in the comments.